Instacart is a very easy gig. I mean, you're basically just going grocery shopping for people. Half of the time, if you're just doing delivery only, it can be very easy, very simple. And some of these tips may seem like a no-brainer and like probably not even necessary to say. However, when you're first starting something and you have no idea what to do or how to do it, and you don't have a manager or someone behind you to tell you, then those things that may seem very simple could really be drastic when you're nervous. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over a few things that I wish someone had told me before I started, okay? So hopefully this helps somebody else. I didn't know that I was just gonna be sitting in my car just waiting. Even though some people said that in a video, my first day, it just doesn't register, you know? Like when I felt like I was doing something wrong.
I didn't know what to do once 11 o'clock hit. I didn't know what store to go to. I didn't know what customers I was shopping for. I didn't know how many I was shopping for. I didn't know. I mean, there was a lot of questions that I had.
Relax, don't worry. You have to wait just like all of us. You want to be in the area that you know they tell you you're going to be in or that you signed up for. You want to be in that area. And then after your first or second day, you'll notice the stores they send to you most. So after those days, then you can start going to that area before they even send you there. But yeah, so you just basically have to wait until they send you a text. After the text, acknowledge the delivery right away, but don't click arrive at store until you get to the store. Once you're at the store, go to the delivery list, then click scan bag to start scanning for your first customer. Scan each bag as you see them. If you see number 4 first, scan it. Don't wait until you find number 1. They don't have to be in order. Just make sure you scan all of them. Once you've scanned all your customers, then swipe to start delivery, and then the first address will appear. Notice how it also tells you when the order is due.
Which brings me to my first tip.
Now, one of the things when I was watching other YouTubers video on this, one of them said you don't want to swipe complete delivery until that customer actually has their order, because then it will go to the next person and that delivery will be gone. And if you're stuck at their door and you're ringing it and everything because you swiped it, but they're not coming to the door, well, that person delivery is gone and you won't have their contact information, you won't have their address, won't pop back up, their phone number, everything, you know, just because you completed it, they assume that it's already there and it will move on. That is pretty good and accurate advice. However, I noticed that some of the people take too long for one to get to the door, and at the top it'll say this order is due by so and so time. So I'm looking at the clock and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's catching up to that time. So since I was thinking about what the person on the YouTube video had said, I actually didn't you know, swipe the delivery, because I'm like, okay, you know, I don't want it to go away and they're not answering the door and everything. So I listened to that. But then at the end of my shift, it said 8 out of 14 delivered on time. So I noticed that also interfere with your time, and of course that's not your fault if they're not coming to the door. Even if you were there on time, if you know they're not coming to the door, sometimes that will happen. One of the things that I started doing was screenshot the screen that it's on before I swipe delivery, so that I have their contact information. You know, you might have to put that little icon in a corner to see their phone number. Sometimes I will call or so, just to have their number also stored in my phone, because even if you screenshot it, it won't appear in the screenshot. Pay attention to that due time, you know, of when it's supposed to be delivered, so you can make sure that your deliveries are on time and you're not penalized for it for having late deliveries in the long run.
And remember guys, I'm actually pretty new at this, so this is advice that I started doing to make my time go faster. If you've been doing Instacart for a while, please let us know in the comment section below. Do you get penalized for too many late deliveries?
Don't be on the road just driving to it and then you're going to be late, so then you screenshot it and press swipe deliver, but you're still on the way. Make sure you do it when you do arrive. Don't look for parking. Like, I mean, it may seem so simple, but it wasn't to me. So maybe if there's another not so simple-minded person out there, or maybe it's the other way. Maybe it's another simple-minded person out there that may need these tips and everything. Put your blinkers on, you know, and park right in front of the house or whatever, because you're not really parked. You're just, you know, going to drop something off and getting back in. All that backing up and backing back and forth, making sure the parking spot is okay, or, you know, looking for parking, driving around a corner. Do not look for parking. Go pull up right in front of the house, put your blinkers on, deliver that, and then and get right back in the car and keep it moving. Read the customer's notes. There has been some times where I slowed myself down because I'm waiting on the customer, I'm ringing their doorbell, and the notes told me to leave it at the door. And I'm just thinking, like, you know, are they sure? You know, I mean, somebody gonna steal it and this and that, whatever. That is not your problem. Whatever the notes say, do what the notes say. Don't try to rush so much that you're going to be making careless mistakes. Don't rush yourself, and don't let other people rush you. If there's people beeping behind you because you just put your blinkers on in a park, let them beep. Actually, get back in the car and beep back and then go back upstairs, okay? Do not let people rush you, okay? Just do you, because one time I locked my keys in the car, a customer had to help me, you know, but it happened. One time I dropped my phone, I cracked my screen. Careless mistakes, little minor mistakes, just by rushing, you can actually cause yourself more problems than it need to be had. You don't have to be super slow, but don't make mistakes because of rushing. Clean out your car, okay? I mean, it may seem like I don't have to tell people this, but I was thinking I still had enough room because I didn't have any passengers in my car. I have the front seat, I have the back seat, and I have a little bit of space in my trunk. No, some of these deliveries, they may send you about four different people to deliver at a time, and they may have carts full of stuff. You may need your whole car space. So all the stuff that I had in my trunk wasn't happening. I mean, if you have car seats in your car and everything, it may be okay. I'm just saying, heads up, you may get a big delivery. Wheels, those little carts. There's been several times when I had to go up and down stairs and back and forth through lobbies and this and that, whatever. And even if they did have elevators, the simple fact that I had to keep running back and forth to my car because they had multiple things, even if they could have came down and helped me, sometimes you may have those people that are not gonna, they'll help you when you get to your door to put it in, but they're not coming all the way down the steps. Sometimes you may get people like that. Hopefully they give you a big tip, but what are you gonna do? So I'm just saying, it may be helpful if you have something that you can carry a large amount of stuff on, so you can make one trip and you don't have to go back and forth. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so this is another tip that goes back to me locking my keys in the car. Wear a little crossbody strapless purse, I guess for females. That would look kind of weird. Or you can wear a fanny pack if you're a guy. I don't know. But either have pockets or have that. Don't leave your phone and keys in the car, because it definitely can happen to you. Maybe I'm just a little blonde that don't really have blonde hair. I don't know. But just in case, I'm putting this out there so that someone else don't make the same mistakes. Now, I locked my keys in the car. Don't let it happen to you. And another tip, schedule. Am I saying that right? Schedule. That don't have an R in it. Schedule. 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 Schedule your break. I'll just play. Schedule your break, okay? If you want to have a long shift, put that hour break in between there, okay? Because on the app, they're only going to give you a 20-minute break, which even a retail job give you 30 minutes or more, okay? So that's not going to give you enough time to find a bathroom and go to it after you've been on a run, or, you know, order some food and then eat it, or 20 minutes is just not enough. So schedule your own break. And so what I mean by that, let's say you got a 1 to 9 shift. You know, you want to start at 1 p.m. and end at 9. schedule yourself maybe 1 to 4 and then 5 to 9. Do not schedule yourself 1 to 9. That's why I dropped my phone, because I was running. I arrived at store already because I was already there and I had to use the bathroom and I had to run before I start scanning the bags, and I dropped my phone. So don't let that happen to you. You don't have to rush on your own break. Schedule yourself that break, okay? Okay, there could be so many more tips that I come up with throughout my journey of doing this that maybe I'll upload in another video. But my last and final tip for this video is, when it's your first day, tell yourself it's okay to make mistakes. Everybody is going to be nervous on their first day. This is brand new to you. It's something that you don't know, it's a new experience. So just like a regular job, everybody's scared of what they don't know until they know it and been doing it for a while. So just like me and just like everybody else on their first day, we've all made some mistake, rather minor, rather big, that we had to either call customer service for or not or something. But it's okay. So just know that you're gonna get through it, and if you tell yourself that everybody else felt the same way, it will make you feel a little less stressed that you're not the only one. All right. Subscribe if you haven't, like if you haven't, comment if you haven't.